Assalamu alaikum. My name is Abdul Manjalvi and I am going to present my operating system topic on automated system and cleanup amplifier optimization tool. The name of my group members are myself, Abdul Moeed, Alwas Siddiqui and Abdul Rahman. And I am going to present Abdul Moeed this topic on the behalf of my group members. Let's talk about what the introduction of this project. This project is a user-level system cleanup and optimization tool for Ubuntu. Means it is specially designed for the operating system of Ubuntu. It automates system maintenance tasks such as cleaning temporary files, clearing user cache, and empty tracing. Means this program deals with our temporary files, which comes a burden on our system and can slow down our system. So we designed this tool to clear such files from the systems to improve our system usage. If we talk about the next point, the monitor disk usage and triggers automatic cleanup when threshold exceeds. Means when a certain limits of threshold exceeds like 80%, our system, our program runs automatically and removes that temporary files that are using our disk space. Provide a GUI, graphic user interface, for manual control, viewing log charts, and generating reports. Designed specifically, if we talk about the system workflow, if we talk about the system workflow, this system starts automatically via cron. Let's talk about what actually is cron. If we talk about the cron, it is a built-in program in Ubuntu. Its definition is a time-based job scheduler in Linux. It lets us automatically run commands or scripts at fixed times without manual work. Means these commands automatically runs, for example, when we want to clean our temporary files, run a backup every night, or check disk usage, or send logs every week. Means which the thing which we want automatically and don't want to trigger it manually, we write that code in cron. If we talk about the next point, it monitor user temp cache directories continuously check if this usage exceed means like we talked about in the previous slide. If it exceed 80%, then it will start automatically using the cron process. GUI allow us cleanup at any times. We are monitoring this task in our logs file, which is a self file. Let's talk about the project components, how this project work, or what is the directory of this project. Here we have two script files, cleanup script and monitor. The use case of cleanup script is to clean cache, trash, and temporary files. The monitor checks that our disk usage exceed limits or not. If it exceed limits, then it trigger automatically and remove that temporary files. Then talk about Python GUI. We write our graphic user interface code in Python, which give us user-friendly environment to remove these temporary files at any time manually when the user wants. Provide button, run cleanup, disk user, and view logs. Cron a scheduler where we execute our monitor.ch that run automatically after every 30 minutes. Or 1 hour disk usage exceed over 80%. Login system, sorry for the interrupt. Logging system stores all action in system cleaner logs for reference and reporting. Optional reporting, we make a format using the GUI to create HTML or PDF formats. Let's talk about the feature of this project. Safe cleanup, threshold monitoring, automate manual modes, logging records, all cleanup, and visual reports and charts in the form of HTML and PDF. Let's talk about the benefits of this process, of this program. It improves system performance, remove unnecessary files, freeing up our resources. Save disk space, reduce manual effort, history and monitoring means we can monitor our removal time when we remove our temporary files to get a better understanding of this project. GUI uses allow us user-friendly environment. If we talk about the key script and functions, we have here cleanup, monitor OSS files, sys cleaner GUI, cron jobs, logging systems. We can read if you want. Here we have a overview of our GUI. We will talk it about later, and we will also monitor it visually in Ubuntu. So don't worry. Yeah, here we are storing our resources files. Not that much important, but logs locations are stored in syscleaner logs files, cleanup log, report generation, HTML. The purpose is to monitoring history, troubleshooting, and project demonstration. Let's talk about OS concept, which we covered in our this project. These are, sorry, file system management, cleaning, caching, trash, and temporary files, process scheduling, using cron to automate disk monitoring, daemon services, logging and reporting, and user versus kernel space. Here we have flowchart how this works. If we talk about GUI, which we deal with manually, first when we click a button, it checks disk usage. If display current information, if we click the button of disk usage, just show what our disk information is about. Run cleanup button, it execute our cleanup.sh files, cleans cache, trash, all temporary files, update logs, view logs, and wait and user action. How the cron works. Runs after every 30 minutes, check disk usage. If it exceeds threshold, then yes, clean up. If not, wait for the next schedule and update logs in hour. Let's talk about the conclusion, the final part of this program on our presentation. Automated system cleanup and optimization tool, manual GUI, optional automation, logging and report, and it's talk about benefits, improve system performance, save disk space, reduce manual efforts, demonstrate key concepts like. Let's move. Okay, let's demonstrate how our program works. Now we are in Ubuntu. Here, let's first check our repository structure. Here we have a syscleaner file. We have three folders, one for GUI, where we write code in Python, logs, where our logs are generated. Like here we have a report our of logs, HTML and CSS, and cleanup.log and monitor.log, save our log history file. And if we talk about scripts, we have two scripts, cleanup and monitors as such. Now let's see how this code works. Yes. Now first let's move to the yes. Now let's move to the syscleaner folder and see the GUI Python 3 syscleaner GUI.py. Here we have a dashboard of our to perform the task. But before doing anything, let's delete some files. Let me delete all these files here. Now these files went to trash. Here is our trash folder. Here is a trash. Here you can see we have too many files in our trash folder. Let's see does our program really works. Means if I click on cleanup, my these files should remove. Now let me click on cleanup button. See our trash gets clean and like our temporary files. See, let me show you my temporary files now. Yes. Now let me run other files. Sorry again. Python 3 is cleaner UI.py. Yes, see, we perform a cleanup button. Now let's check our disk usage. Here it says that our disk usage is 72%, which is good if it starts automatically when our disk usage exceed more than 80%. Now let's see our disk usage chart. Here we have a chart. See, here the green color is showing how much free space we have, and the red one shows that how much of our storage is capitalized by the system. Now, if we talk about the logs, here we have generated logs. We perform a cleanup at 4:30 and it's showing simply that logs. We can perform filtration here and just apply filter and we only see monitor logs. But we want to see cleanup logs, apply filter. Here we have all the cleanup logs. So if we want to generate PDF, we simply click on the PDF files and it generate a PDF at this location. Here we can see this PDF here. Here is our where it is, where it is, where it is. Yes. Here we have PDF. Now if we talk about the code, let's check code which are performing all these tasks. Now let's cd dot dot. Let me first deactivate this. Or let's open a new terminal. Cd is cleaner. Cd log. Is the name of the folder. Sorry, cd logs. Now nano monitor dot sh. Sorry. It's a wrong file. It's a wrong file again. We want to move on the cleanup.sh folder. cd. cd skips. So sorry for here. Sorry, I'm sorry for the .sh. Here we have a beautiful code of our monitor.sh which works completely fine. Here we hardcode a value of threshold, and here we perform some operations like showing file. Here is our log file where our logs are saved. We are using the usage to get usage percentage of our home partition. If usage greater than threshold, then perform this. Means remove our perform the cleanup script file and then again store our result in the log files. Now let's move to the cleanup file. Here we can see this code, the beautiful one. Log directories. We have two directories hard coding this where our log file location are saved. We are creating a directory of if missing start log showing some outputs. Clean up trash, remove forcefully. RM stands for remove forcefully. We want to remove files forcefully and these files. And this perform our code. And the temporary files which are slowing down our operating system or system are gets removed using this task. Now let's move to the next part, to the cron part where we write our cron code. Now to check that code, sorry, remove this, yes. Now how our code works automatically using the cron. Now let me go into the cron tab, files. Here we write starting our monitor file which runs after every 30 minutes. Here we hard code is to run this code after every 30 minutes. And we know what is cron. Cron is nothing. It is just a time-based job schedule in Linux or Ubuntu. Allow us automatically run the command or script at fixed times, which we are doing right now. So uh, here is our here is all about our presentation. Thank you for your time. Allah Hafiz.